Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, I'm back. It's raining terribly. 1 minute you got sunshine, and the next minute you got rain. And so I think that's doing something to the cell signals. And somebody was telling me that with the cell signals, so many cell towers and the power is so high that it's actually interfering. Like I always had full bars at the house, never an issue. Now it drops 20 times a day if I'm home all day. So yeah, no, whenever Lila said that it was buffering so bad, I went to reset it and then it kicked me out. So I had to strategically try to bring it back up and not waste any time because the kids are watching Hank. So hey, 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 what files? Um, well, so somebody was saying that there is a tropical depression slash hurricane coming up the East Coast. Um, Somebody sent me a warning Saturday night. It's Hurricane Debbie, and I told her, "Be easy. We just need a little bit of rain, not a whole lot of rain." She didn't think that was funny, but I did. And so yeah, apparently today it's supposed to hit. I think it's supposed to come ashore today. And then it's supposed to come up the eastern seaboard. That's what I said to Jesse and Lisa. They have, they must be you know, they must attract hurricanes. They just leave. They just leave, and then boom, they're driving right into another one. Hey, Dee. Oh, it did come ashore. Where did it come? Where did it hit shore? Like the Tampa side, or the Miami side, or the Keys, or I tell you what, it's we really loved um, just in between Miami and Fort Lauderdale. We just, I guess it's Hollywood or North Miami. What a beautiful spot. And just the inlets and the boats, and like Debbie was saying, it'd be fun to go for a vacation just there, just to tour around, like rent a car and go for the day up the coast. And it would be a lot. Okay, category 1. All right, yeah, but you know what? Look at Jesse and Lisa. Category 1 can do a lot of damage. You get a whole lot of water coming in. So on the west side, yeah, it's never good. I've never figured that out. How a vehicle can tow a trailer twice as big as the vehicle. Explain that to me. Hey, Jerry. You know, like, just tell me how safe that is. That little Kia car is pulling that is pulling that travel trailer. It's longer, it's wider. Even with power assist brakes and whatever, it just doesn't equate to me how. Oh, I turned off wipers. It just doesn't compute in my mind how, like, momentum and just, I don't know. Call me silly. Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. I was going to say that border guard didn't give me my passport back. She did. She's pretty good. For those of you that couldn't hear me, I've had that border guard several times, and she's very fair, nice person. I was telling her about the Saker and what they did, sending me a bigger chainsaw for putting me out. And I didn't even get to tell her about the powder. I can't wait. I'm going to go home, get some eggs, fry up some eggs, and put a whole bunch of this pepper dust all over my eggs. Oh, man. Come on, dude. Move that forward. That's actually like the Ford that I'm looking at. Same color. Now everybody's up because it's a regional holiday here, so I don't think the federal government has it off, but everybody else does. And a lot of people take this week off at the cottage and they travel back and forth. And so there's usually a lot of traffic on the roads today. So I wanted to get down south and get my stuff and get back up north before all these people woke up. But, well, I might have slept in a little. So, is anybody doing holiday stuff this week? Traveling? A lot of people are, I don't know, that car behind me. I slow. My 70, road 5 miles, so it's not. Oh, there, he's been there. I know. All right, there we go. I found out the issue. It was starting to overheat. So that's why it was kicking me out. So I have my handy dandy AC going for the front windshield. It seems to be okay there now. A lot of travel trailers on the road today. Goodness gracious! I don't know what that is ahead of us. Seems pretty narrow. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of windows. Looks pretty narrow. That's weird. That's a different type of trailer. G'day, Dave. How are you? I'm just so you know there, Dave, I'm starting to put my board together for next year's homesteading conference. It's going to be a lot of fun. I want to try next year, see how we're actually going to do it one day. It'll be like a meetup slash homesteading conference slash like food to fork activities for the kids. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff. I have the Egg Society on board. Um, yeah, we're going to have a whole lot of different. We're going to have a whole lot of different setups. We were going to do this anyways, but whenever I found out that nobody wanted to do it, we started putting her into high gear. So I got a couple people on board yesterday, and I'm going to announce the board here probably next week or the week after. And the one thing that I'm going to be a stickler on, and I know people are not going to like it, the vendors that I'm going to have, their wares must be produced, grown by themselves, unless it's to support their YouTube channel. There's always stipulations there. Oh, wow, there's a travel coach from Slippery Rock, Pennsylvania. I bet you they're coming shopping on this side of the border, where your dollar is almost double. No, not quite, but just like Jerry, the the train ride for Debbie and I to do it, $600 and some odd dollars. Us with the exchange and fees and whatever else. It's crazy. Hey, Xander, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, well, not really, Dave, because in Mexico you can buy stuff a lot cheaper. There's some things that are a lot cheaper in Canada. Like it's cheaper for us to send mail to the US than for the US to send mail to Canada. Although it costs us more to ship within Canada than what it does to actually ship out of the country. Figure that out. Still haven't figured that one out. How Jennifer to ship the same thing from down to Jesse and Lisa in Texas, or ship the identical box 3 hours away is $4 or $5 more expensive to send it to Tiffany 3 or 4 hours away, or 3 hours away from her. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. What are you doing at church today, buddy? And I don't think I did, but if I did, sorry. Oh, he's going to be all wet here. Good luck there, little fella. So the guy whips around me, and I have it on cruise. I've got to get around him. Oh, now he's going to go chase that car. And they wonder why motorcycle people end up all broken in hospitals. Number one, probably not a good thing to be driving your motorbike on a day like today. I wonder why there's so many people that die on this highway. Such a shame. It's a lovely road, but it is so busy because it's the main throughway from 417 to 460. Oh, now the motorbike, he is so far gone because it's raining harder here, so you better go faster. Works for me, I think. So, Alexander, what's up today? Oh, how did your sale go the other day there, Alexander? Did it work out? Because it was you guys that was doing the bag, $5 a bag or something. my uncle, what we used to do is we'd wait till the end of the day, and whenever you knew all the good clothes were always picked over, he was a mechanic. We'd go in and give him $100, take what was left, and then we always had rags. We never had to worry about, washing the rags. We just threw them out. Oh, here's a nice house and a load of motor seagulls. That's just a little bit bigger than Jesse and Lisa's. Not much, but a little bit. Hey, speaking of Lisa, hi Lisa. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Well, I'm just driving and chatting. Jesse knows how to get in if he wants to double up. But yeah, no. It's been one of those. Oh, see, the road's dry here. Whenever I left home, it was cloudy, but it wasn't raining. Then I got down to here and it was pouring rain. So I hope that it's not raining whenever I get home. And get my grass cut before this rain moves in. Even if I have to cut a little bit in the rain, I don't care. But it's almost hoodie weather. Jesse, it's 70, 72. It's almost hoodie. Although I got to have the AC running right now, I'm actually in a t-shirt and shorts, so it's got to be warm. Ugh. Oh, hey Lisa, show Jesse, you want to see what I got? It's pepper dust. It's the stuff that Lynn from the Ann Lynn show, cameraman, makes it. And I don't know if they grow some of the peppers themselves or not. But anyways, it's I can't wait to get home, and I'm going to make myself some eggs and cover them with, well, I know I can smell. Oh, come on, folks, don't cut them off. Man. Oh, Quebec, that says enough right there. What are you doing, dude? Let's go. You're between me and eggs and pepper. They don't let me out much for a reason. I haven't got near the patience I used to. Oh my goodness, it's a police car. Who cares? Goodness gracious. Oh, sorry, Lisa. If that was for me, I missed that. Man, I'd love to take those kids that just went by me on the left and show them a movie on what happens whenever you have your feet on the dash and you're in an accident. I've got, I still have nightmares. I can still hear that girl on Highway I-35 south of Dallas screaming till she passed out. She was in that much pain, begging for her life. But kids today just don't get it. Yeah, that's just a sound I'll never get out of my head. It's been, wow, coming on 20 years, and I can pretty much tell you screen for screen. But people just think they're invincible. They throw their feet up on the dash, and they don't understand that those airbags come out at such a force. Well, it's going to snap your hip at a joint quicker than you know what. By the time I could get to that little girl, her feet were in the back seat. Yeah, I always wonder whatever happened to her. If they were able to fix her, because I mean, her legs were popped. Just so sad. Oh, hello, Janae. How are you? Glad to see you. Now I know Lisa had said something way back here. Well, not. I wouldn't use this one, Lisa, um, because it's just not like a single pepper or whatever. He makes it's what's the name of it? It's like cameraman's hot dust, but insert his real name. Um, yeah, my my sister surprised me with it. I didn't even know it was sitting there. I would have been down there a long time ago to get it. And yeah, I texted Jesse. Um, I just want to make sure that he didn't order that shirt. They never sent it. And if he didn't order it, don't worry about it. I just don't want to see you guys out any money. That's all. But yeah, no, I was expecting like 5 packages today, and the, the owner's like, or no, they're training a new kid. He's like, how many packages are you expecting? I said, I don't know, 4, 5, 6. I said, sometimes people tell me, sometimes they don't. He goes, I only have one. I'm like, what? I'm like, no, there's more than that. So the owner came over and he's like, what's up? We got chatting and he's like, oh, let me do a search. So he's not sure if it was misplaced somewhere or... Anyways, he's going to do a big search on it. Like he said, if it was anybody that he didn't know, he'd send it back. But he said, I just keep your stuff in a certain spot. If you're not down 1 month, you'll be down. I said, well, I do appreciate it. And he's like, the amount of people you've sent me over here, he said, don't you worry about it. So apparently, another thing with the border, if they're going to send it by plane, Canada won't accept lithium batteries. But if it's going to be trucked into the country, it is accepted that way. That's why Saker sent my new chainsaw down there. And I'm like, well, that just doesn't even make sense at all. Okay, well then don't worry about it. Because yeah, I was having a trouble trying to order a shirt. He's like, well, what size do you want? What color do you want? What order you want? I'm like, okay. And I know. He's got one job. I should have talked to the shipping department. I would have got it looked after. It's my own fault. I didn't deal with the boss. And yep, I know for now. It's gonna rain before I get home. So you guys be careful with that hurricane down there. I guess it made land this morning. So category 1. And of course, I told Debbie, I said, you be good, because I said, Jesse and Lisa are down there. She looked at me like I had 100 heads. I said, well, it's Hurricane Debbie. Oh. Well, you know, Dee, I just don't understand. I Why is it all of a sudden? Like, I he shipped it to my house last year. There wasn't an issue. This year, now there's an issue. I didn't know there was a different type of lithium, one that could fly and one that couldn't. thought lithium was lithium was lithium. Anyways, it was a good day for a drive. I should have just cut my grass first and went this afternoon, but then look at the traffic coming from cottage country. It's just crazy. Like, look at this. Goodness gracious. That's bumper to bumper for as long as you can see. And those folks are just coming all from cottage country. So that's good. They can go back to the city and leave us alone. I don't know what the trajectory is. I don't know where, like, if I think it's supposed to, it hit land in the west side, north of Tampa, and I think it's supposed to swing and then go down the east coast. So you might just see, get a little bit of rain or something. That'd be about it. Hey, Sherry, how are you? Just going for a little drive. Beep, beep. The amount of trailers and RVs and whatever I saw on the road today, goodness gracious. And believe it or not, the gas is almost, nice car, nice Jag. That's about a 2023 Jag. Nice looking car. It was $3.89 in the US, and I'm paying $1.49 here. But you take how bad the interest rate is, or the exchange rate is right now, it's almost even. It hasn't been that way in a long time. So it'll be up and down until your election's over, and then it'll be up and down until our election's over. Man. What's the likelihood of my son cutting my grass? Or at least starting it? Let me put it this way. What's the likelihood of my son even being out of bed on his day off? Next to nil. Yeah, I don't know if you guys were lurking, Lisa, but I got my bill for the train ride. I just about had a heart attack. 600 and I'd have to look for the exact amount, but it was about $670. That's how bad the interest rate and fees are right now. I just about had a coronary for a $400 train ride, darn near double. And even, as you know, um, Debbie wants me to get that scooter for going around the ports and whatever. And it was $150. By the time they did the interest rates and all the rest of it, it was going to be like $700. Like, man, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Oh, I did find, I found a lady. Sounds like she has like an Uber Lyft business, but she sent me a message yesterday that somebody had given her my name or whatever. She does airport runs. And I said, well, people are going to be coming in over 2 days. Then everybody's going to need to get to the port. And I said, I don't know what's going to happen come. I said, there's some of us that are staying an extra day and then leaving on the Monday, and there's some people leaving on the Sunday. So I said, I said, how many cars do you have? She said, how many do you need? So she seems like a mover and a shaker. So I said, give me a price. We have 40 cabins, about 100 and whatever people booked. And we will, I'll give everybody your info and they can book you directly. So she's going to give us a deal. So I'll put that all together later. Man, this highway is all nice on the other side. They got to get redoing this side. Get it paved, and because it's pretty rough from here all the way home. Yeah, for some reason they did one lane last year, and then this lane is just sitting here. Now, it's not too bad. Not like what it is up further. So, Lisa, what you guys were saying that you're in clean hotels from Wyndham. what's the name? Just shoot me the name in the background, and I'll see if there's one close by. The port, or yeah, the port. As long as it's clean, I really don't care. Well, clean, and I'd like a restaurant, just so we have a place to meet as a group. That's all. And it's going to be busier than you know what, because there's 6 ships leaving that day. That's a whole lot of ships. So I think the soonest we can book, I think we really should. And then if people want to save money and book with other people and like get Airbnbs, that's up to them. Because that would be a lot cheaper. But again, my wife won't stay in one, so she's seen too many she's seen too many of those movies that, people put cameras. I said, anybody wants to look at me, have at her. They'll only do it once. No, not a picture. A name of the place where you guys are staying. You said that we're clean the other night and half decently priced. So I just need the name. Shoot me the name on Messenger of where you guys stay from Wyndham. And I will try to find something. Because the one that I found, there's one about $160, I think. It's by a Wyndham, but it's an off-brand. And then the one that I found for $250 that I think Debbie and I and Glenda and Sir Grace are going to stay at, probably it's the $250 one. But again, I'm waiting for her to call me back. Her boss is back at work this week. And just to see if they'll throw in a meeting room for free so we have a nice quiet area to chat. Get our meal and whatever, or even get get a meal or get a beverage and go over into that other quiet room so we don't have to listen to all the loud music at the bar. So there you go, folks. There's what we call a full trip. I left at, I don't know, something after 9. 12:30, I'm back home. Hey, Lukey. I'm back too, Lukey. I'm just coming into town. If I go straight ahead, I'm going to be to Lukey's house in about 2 minutes. So before I sign off, I'll go in through my field and show you my apple tree. I got to figure out how to. I gotta cut one branch off because it's just way too long. And I don't want to kill my tree, but I think it's just going to break off anyways. And then all these people that live across from me, I got woke up at 10 o'clock last night by a whole bunch of fireworks going off. Well, just got to shake your head. Everything's tinder dry here. And they're lighting off fireworks and they're putting it into dead grass. They're just real lucky they didn't start a huge fire, because this would have went up quicker than you know what, because they were shooting from their houses right there into that dry grass right there. Like, yeah, that makes sense. Look at the branch. Like, look at it's almost falling right off that branch right there. But it's full of apples. So I don't know if I should be picking them or should I wait until I hit the ground. I don't know. I've got all sorts of things up there. Oh no, well, it doesn't really bother Hank. It woke him up. He came late on me, but he was fine. But yeah, no, I wasn't worried about them and, my dog being frightened. I worried about all that. I don't know if I can blow it up. Anyway, straight out there, that's all dead grass from. Yeah. Sorry, guys, I flipped over to the house. But that's all dead grass out there, and they're firing their fireworks into there. Thin the apples out to take. So what do I do? Do you take the apples off, like pull the apples, or do I? No, I don't get a lot of deer here. Um, Now, hang on, let me change the camera around. There we go. What would I do? Somebody told me to graft it, take it off, get some roots growing, and plant it. That way there, I'll have another apple tree in 4 or 5 years. I'm like, I don't want to wait 4 or 5 years. I have my choke cherries down there, apples over there, and now I'm going to go to Canadian Tire and find out which ones are just get them. Well, Janae, yeah, I've seen that if you take a few off, get a few bigger apples instead of a bunch of smaller ones, takes the weight off the branch. Okay. Yeah, I think Jennifer is going to send home some cuttings with my daughter of different trees she has. So it'll go down into the food forest that I'm making. Epic Gardening on TV has, okay, perfect. I will go and actually I'll screenshot that. Perfect. Anyways, guys, I'm going to call it a day because I'm sure Hank is just can't wait to get his daddy back. He is definitely my suck. So I'm going to go see him. And if Kyle's okay, I'm going to go cut some grass. So we will chit chat at you later. Toodles.